return for a score. Let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kese, but now it's 3rd and goal.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Bridgewater on 1st down.
Open man, Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Play fake. Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okuebuna in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Bridgewater.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Bridgewater.
Got a man. It's Judy complete.
Touchdown. Bridgewater on target to Jerry Judy. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Kese offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, McKinnon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kese on the ground. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Again, it's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here again is McKinnon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. McKinnon now going to try the left side. There he goes again. And some room to maneuver. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hughes. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try the left side. McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And even 100 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.